What is going on, Pacer Nation? Welcome back to another episode of Bring the Juice Pacers. Guys, the Pacers lose another one here, uh, basically allowing Charlotte to go on an 18-2 run to end the fourth quarter and end up losing 103-83. Uh, Moving their record down to 4-5 on the year. Um, no doubt there has been a lot of issues with this team, particularly also with injuries and other things like that. But this team has definitely struggled. And it's been remarkable just how bad like some of the starters have been for this team. And it's very telling too, to like I said, midway through the fourth quarter, this was only a 2 or 3 possession game. I mean, it's not like Indiana was out of it by any means in the fourth quarter. I mean, midway through the fourth, they had a good fighting chance to win this. But then, like I said, Charlotte went on this huge run, and the Indiana Pacers just couldn't keep up. So, looking at some of the numbers here, I mean, again, neither team shot the ball well today, but the Pacers shot under 40%. I mean, Charlotte barely did any better. They shot just over 42%, but that's just what it is. Um, Both teams shooting under 35% from three, but Charlotte shot nearly double the amount of three-pointers that we did. Um, Free throw percentage, I mean, there's not a whole lot of difference here. I mean, I know the numbers look a little different, but I mean, Charlotte did make a few more free throws than we did. Not like as if it made a difference in the fourth quarter. Um, Rebounding wise, Charlotte out rebounded the heck out of us, dude. They rebounded the heck out of us. And that is definitely going to be a problem. I mean, even the Pacers had more fast break points and points in the paint, which is so weird. I mean, normally when you get out rebounded like this, I mean, the Hornets out rebounded us by almost 20. That's insane. That is a huge number. You want to win games, you out rebound a team and you out rebound them like they did. I mean, that's incredibly weird. Um, and again, the Pacers, they led by 13 at one point in this game. So this was just an epic collapse of a lot of different things that happened here. Like I said, this team is not healthy right now, and things are just not going very well. But I mean, looking at the players from this, the only player you can really sit back and say, wow, I mean, what a phenomenal performance that they had was Pascal Siakam. I mean, I guess I can't really say that. I could say there's really only 2 players. That was Siakam and Mathurin. Uh, Mathurin's been phenomenal this year. He's looking like a guy that could start for you in the future. Honestly, I know that they're wanting to keep Mathurin on the bench when guys are healthy because having that guy that can score on your second unit is such a pivotal piece for this team. But obviously, he's had to take a little bit more of the starting role because of some guys getting injured. But he was a minus 11 today, but in fairness to him, quite a few, almost every other guy was in the minus today. But he did, was on the court for 36 minutes, the most of anyone in this game. Shot 50% from the field, 4 or 5 from the free throw line, had 22 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals. So overall, a really great performance once again for Benedict Mathurin. If I'm not mistaken, I think he's either number 1 or number 2 on the team when it comes to scoring. I'm not sure if Siakam has more than him. I don't believe he has, but I'm pretty sure Mathurin's higher. But Siakam was the only one to have a better game, I think, than Mathurin today. Ironically enough, was the only plus figure for the Pacers in this game. And he was a +5. So he had 27 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals on 63% shooting from the field. So great performance once again from Pascal Siakam. But everyone else just wasn't good enough. Just wasn't good enough. Miles Turner shooting 40 some percent from the floor and had 12 points, 10 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 2 blocks. Yes, did have a little bit of everything today, but he actually had the worst plus minus of anyone on the floor today. So definitely not a great thing from him in regards to that. I mean, 12 points is just not enough. You gotta convert on more of those shots. You can't continue to be 5 and 13. That's just not going to get the job done. Shepherd, 31 minutes, 1 of 7 today. Again, was just a walking brick. And you know, I will admit, guys, I haven't watched a ton of the Pacers games this year so far. I mean, I'm going to start getting back into it a little more, but there's something off with Halliburton, man. Something's off with Halliburton. I don't know what it is, but his shooting is terrible. I mean, guys, just to give you perspective on his numbers right now, this year, he's shooting less than 40% from the field. That doesn't include three-point percentage. His three-point percentage is 27%. So he's not even at a low 30s. He's almost at mid-20s. That's how bad. He's almost 1 for every 4 that he shoots. He's a walking liability shooting from the three-point range. And again, the field goal percentage being under 40%, that's terrible. That's terrible. I don't know what it is about Tyrese Halliburton right now. This is not the same Tyrese Halliburton that we saw last year, for the majority of last year. I know at the end of the year, he was having some troubles here and there. You know, even in the playoffs, he had a couple really bad games, but he had a couple where, you know, he looked pretty competent. You know, he could at least keep the rock going a little bit. And especially early last year, I mean, Halliburton was shooting over 50%, if I'm not mistaken. But ever since that injury last year, he has gotten worse from shooting. Wherever he has, he's not been good. But he's had some clutch moments last year at the end of the year that kept people astray. He's had one good moment this year. That clutch 3 a few nights ago to win the game. I don't even remember who it was against at this point. But going 2 of 11? Halliburton, you are supposed to be the all-star, perennial all-star player of this organization. Like, people are looking at you to become a superstar. And you're continuously showing to be the worst shooter on your entire team. I mean, this is bad, dude. I mean, it's bad from Halliburton. I mean, it's astronomically bad. And it's been one of the bigger reasons why the Pacers have struggled so early this year, because your star point guard can't seem to put the basket in a ball in the bucket. I don't get it. I don't know what's wrong with Halliburton right now, but he has not been good this year, and I don't know what needs to be fixed with him, but he's obviously not good right now. And it also doesn't help when your bench scored a grand total of 14 points tonight. 14 points. Freaking Trey Maine had that many points on their bench tonight. I mean, that's crazy. So, obviously, not a great night from the Indiana Pacers. Again, you hope you can chalk this up to just being, you know, down a few guys. Morale might be low right now, but hopefully the Pacers will figure it out. But let me know your guys' thoughts on this game. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And as always, go Pacers.